invite the next speaker here on our virtual stage, Ophélie Juliard, representing two amazing properties in Argentina, House of Jasmines and Estancia Colibri. Ophélie will teach us that the best thing one man can do for another is to share his dream. Welcome on board, Ophélie.
Thank you, Marcelo. Thank you, all the remoters, to having me here with you today. But the first time I joined remote, so as you've heard, great news yesterday. We heard that Argentina was supposed to open its border to foreign customers as from the 1st of November. So we'll see, but we have faith. So as you said, Marcelo, my name is Ophélia, and I am the general manager of Maison Fenestras, which is a French hotel family brand. Can you see my screen? Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. So our motto is: the best thing one man can do for another is to share his dream. What the family Fenestras have always wanted to do in the hotel industry is to share his dream with their guests, and they want their guests to live their dream. So I'm going to explain you the history and now how it went with how it went to the estancias in Argentina. It all started 50 years ago with Raymond and André Fenestras, who built a dream. They built a dream in France because they opened Les Hérelles, which is the first palace in France. It was in Courchevel 1850, which is one of the most famous ski resorts in the world. Madame Fenestras built the castle of Sissi, the Empress. They opened Les Hérelles in 1992 for the Olympic Games. So they built a dream in a French Alps resort. But Raoul and Stéphanie and their 3 children were dreaming about something very different. They wanted to live in Latin America. Why? Is because Raoul went hunting with his dad in Patagonia during a lot of years, and he really fell in love with Argentina. He didn't know where to stay, where to settle, but he wanted to go to Argentina. So he took his wife and his 3 children back to Argentina. They didn't have anything, they didn't know anybody, and they just find a place. They wanted to live the real Argentinian life, the tradition and the lifestyle of the gauchos. That was his dream. I'm going to show you a small video about what the gaucho lifestyle. So that is what they found in the Sierras de Córdoba. Sierras de Córdoba, which is in the center of Argentina, an hour and a half away from Buenos Aires. And that's where they settled down, and that's where they grow up. Now, Victoire has got 2 children. Sacha Fenestras is in automobile sports in Japan, and Gauthier is 25 years old. When they built El Colibri, they built it in 2005. So as you can see, Córdoba, 1 hour and a half from Buenos Aires. It was the first estancia, deluxe estancia in Argentina. They really, with the Estancia Colibri, created a dream. Now, all the clients, all the guests, all our hosts who come in El Colibri are living a real dream. The Estancia has been created like an Estancia of the beginning of the year of the century, and it has an amazing view over the Sierras. It is a full experience, included experience. What we used to say is that our guests arrive as clients and they leave the Estancia as friends. That's really what we invite them to do here. We, as I was saying, we are on full board experience, and we had an Argentinian client who came in 2019 who said that the asado, the Argentinian barbecue, was the best he has even eaten in his life. So for us, as French, it's a real set. All our guests say that they are dreaming in El Colibri. It is a farm. They invite our guests to come with us in the farm. We invite the children to go and collect the eggs, see the animals, go into the garden. We have a full organic garden. So we are a very nature residents. Continuing with the dream, they went in 2007. Family Fenestras went to the north of Argentina, the NOA. They visited and they fell in love with this region. When you have the wine region Cafayate, which are the highest vineyards in the world. They visited and they said, well, our dream in Argentina has to continue in this region. And they brought House of Jasmine in 2007. They brought it from the American actor Robert Duvall, because his wife is from Salta. And at the time, it was elected as one of the most romantic estancia in the world. Both our properties are Relais Chateau, and you have to dream and think about House of Jasmine as a really romantic and unique estancia. When you arrive in House of Jasmine, you have an alley of eucalyptus, which bring to the main building, which is an old building of the 18th century. And it's just a wonderful experience of looking the Andes. This is just what wakes you up in the morning. Birds everywhere, horses everywhere. It is a unique experience. As this client said 1 week ago on TripAdvisor, really a place of excellence in every way. When we arrived, we never wanted to leave a dream. As I was creating my presentation, I thought it really went well. The inside has been designed by Stéphanie Fenestras. We created 2 small houses. So now we've got 14 rooms and suites. And the cuisine, as a Relais Chateau, obviously very into local products, and our wine list is one of the best in the region, because we only work with local wines and very nice wines. We have a spa, which is the biggest of Salta, with 2 massage rooms, 1 room for couples, because it is very much a honeymoon destination, and we have a nice swimming pool overlooking the Andes. Continue to dream in Latin America. When a few years after, 2011, 2012, they visited Trancoso in Brazil. And they thought, well, we might do a villa there because we love the region, so we are sure that our guests will love it too. So they created Casa Angato, which is located in Trancoso in Brazil. So it's next to the Quadrado. It's a deluxe villa, a 5-bedroom villa, where you have a housekeeper every day, gardener, 5 en-suite bedroom, all made with local materials, and all designed also by Stéphanie Fenestras, who love to work with traditional craftsmen. To finish the dream, well, what best they could do is to share their house. They, since this year, January 2021, now they've rented their former family house in El Colibri in Córdoba, which is the first Villa Relais Chateau in Argentina. So you can't even more dream in this beautiful house, so rural house, which is 600 square meters, with amazing view over the river of Santa Catalina, which as a Villa Relais Chateau has also the same service as the Estancia El Colibri. Just wanted to show you the team, because obviously they want to dream, they want their guests to dream, but they also want their collaborator and the staff to dream with them. So it's very important. Without our team, we wouldn't do nothing, we wouldn't be nothing. And just to finish, now Raoul and Stephanie have settled down in Italy, where they've created a new Italian dream, which is called Masseria del Gigante in the Salento region. So their dream is continuing, and we are still here for a long time to go. So once again, my name is Ophelia. If you want to download our photos, you can all go in maisonfenestras.com. This is the main page, and then you can go onto all our websites. I really hope I've been able to show you what dreams are for us. And well, if you have any question, I will be happy to answer.
Great, Ophelia. I really like the approach you brought with sharing the dream. And thanks for taking all of us in this trip through the Fenestras family dream. Thank you very much. Before we move to the next presentation, I'd like to ask two questions. The first one is, between all of your properties, I guess the El Colibri, it's probably the most off the beaten path one. So I would love if you could share a little bit more about the Cordoba province, or specifically about the region in the province El Colibri is located, just for us to understand a little more about the culture, the history. So why should people go there, besides the property, of course, in terms of natural and cultural attractions?
Well, that is a very good point, because you said it all. People don't go for the region. There's nothing to do in Cordoba. All our guests, but I say 100% of our guests are arriving from New York, from Miami, from Paris, from London, just to stay in El Colibri. They do a 3-4 days stay, and then they travel somewhere else. Most of them arrive from Buenos Aires, and then as it is a full experience, it starts with the transfers. The return transfers from the airport to Cordoba Airport, which is 45 minutes drive, is included. So we arrive at the airport, we'll take them in our own transfer, take them to the property, and there they do the 3-4 days experience in El Colibri, and then go back to the airport and go somewhere else. Most of them go to Iguazu or Mendoza, or they can continue to Salta. But the region is not a touristic place. You will go to El Colibri to experience a real rural estancia, and with the best service and the best food you can ever try.
That's great. So so you brought the richness of the region to inside the property, and the guests can live the dream there. Ophélie, does the guest often combine the properties in Argentina you have?
If they come back?
No, the combine El Colibri.
They combine. They can combine.
Usual?
They can combine both properties, and if they do combine properties, they get a 10% discount on the whole experience, on the whole stay. But most of the time, what we have with Salta, a lot of people combine Iguazu Falls with Salta. because it is only a 3 hours flight. So like this, they can do the Iguazu Falls from the Brazilian side, Argentinian side, take 2 days, and then cross over to Salta to stay for a minimum of 5 days. So in 1 week, they can combine Iguazu Falls and Salta.
Okay, the last one here is so I think differently from the Cordoba region, where you said people go directly to your property and don't go out of there during their stay. Salta region has a lot to offer, and it's more well known in the tourist markets. So if you could suggest 1 or 2 spots for your clients to do besides staying in House of Jasmines, what would be your suggestions?
My suggestion will be to come in October 2022 to the Cafayate remote exhibition, and you make your own decision. That's great. No, the thing is to dream, and like that you will live your own dream.
That's great. Thank you very much for your presentation.
Well, thank you very much to all, and I see you in 2022 in October in Cafayate. And if you want to come to House of Jasmine, obviously it will be my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Ophélie. That was the best answer possible to end the presentation. and I also have to say that when the remote team went to Cafayate in the beginning of 2020, before the pandemic, for site inspection in Cafayate, we went to House of Jasmines for a great dinner. It was a lovely night, so I have great memories from it. It seems like it was 5 years ago, but it was just last year. So
thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.